Hello, Mingalaba. Welcome to Love Myanmar Question of the Day. I'm Harriet, Jamana me Harriet Ba, a native English speaker and Myanmar language learner. If someone we know has been sick, the next time we see them, it's nice to ask them if they're feeling any better, isn't it? So let's check out two commonly used ways we can ask, "Are you feeling better now?" in Myanmar. Here's one that you'll hear a lot. Theta la bila. You try. Theta la bila. Well done. The first part, theta, is the verb meaning to be better or improved. Can you say that? Theta. That's it. Next, you'll notice a familiar verb, la, meaning to come. And when we put la with be in Myanmar, we get something that indicates that a change of state has started happening, or is happening, or has happened. And of course, at the end, we have la, our yes-no question end particle. So, altogether, we have theta la bila, which is like asking, "Are you feeling better now?" Or "Are you getting better?" Or for a really awkward breakdown, "Has your state started to change from being sick to being better?" Definitely don't say it like that in English. But anyway, let's try it once more. Theta la bila. Theta la bila. Excellent. And the second version of this question you'll commonly hear is theta dwa bila. Very similar, right? The only difference is that the verb la, to come, has been replaced with dwa, to go. And grammatically, when combined with be, the effect is very similar in that we see a change of state. But with dwa, it often feels like the change is more complete. In other words, the change of state isn't happening, but it has happened. So if we take a look at the two questions side by side, we can see theta la bila and theta dwa bila are basically interchangeable. The meaning really doesn't change a whole lot, except that with labi, it feels like the person is still on their way to getting better, whereas with dwabi, they're all better now, all back to normal. And the easiest way to respond to these two questions is to just drop the question tag at the end. So the answer to theta la bila is theta labi. Yes, I'm feeling better. And if someone asks you if you're all better now, theta dwa bila, and you want to say, "Yep, all recovered now," what would you say? Yes, that's it. Theta dwa bi. So the answer will usually match the question in terms of what verb is used, la or dwa. And when you're not really feeling better, but still want to be polite and not sound like you're drowning in self-pity, or if you really are only feeling a little better and not a whole lot, you may hear and can use nene theta labi, which means just a little bit better. And of course, just a reminder that in everything we've checked out today, there's no pronoun explicitly stated, like I. So, depending on the context, these questions and answers could be used for anyone. For example, "How's your husband? Is he feeling any better?" Theta la bila. Yes, thank you, he's better now. Theta labi. So, of course, feel free to add names and pronouns as you need if you need them. Phew, well done. So, are you ready for a quick review? Okay, let's go. You had the flu last week, and your friend is calling you to ask if you're feeling any better now, if you're on your way to recovery. So what's her question likely to be? Yes, theta la bila. And how would you answer with a polite and affirmative, "Yes, I'm feeling better now, I'm getting better"? Theta la bi. Good job. This time you want to ask your colleague who's back at work after taking some sick leave if he's totally recovered now. So how can you ask him? That's it. Teta doabila. And listen to his response. What does he say?
Hoge tata doabi.
Yep, sounds like he's all better. Finally, last week your friend told you that her mum wasn't feeling so great. And now she mentions her mum again, so you want to ask how she's doing now. Is she getting better? What can you ask? Yes, teta la bila. Listen to her response. What does she say?
Hoge nene tata labi.
Well, that's good. She's a little better. It was nice of you to ask. Listen out for this question and conversation and definitely try to use it as soon and as often as you can. Have a very lovely day or evening, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ta!